We're here in Seattle. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Biggest story coming in to this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now on the hill for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Cedar Rafaela, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Outside low, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And a swing and a miss. And one out now. And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time, and they get Altuve for the out. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Back in Seattle, and towing the slab in this one, Patrick Sandoval. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
We go to the bottom of the first. At the plate, Jarren Duran.
The left fielder, Jarren Duran.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one missed. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Alec Burleson will hit next. And that's down and away. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Off balance speed, there's one. To first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. Devers now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That one inside, and that is ball one. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Strike two. And that one is lifted in the air. Campbell gets under it. Corrals it. And there's two away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Manny Machado stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And
that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by two.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Crazy. Randy Arozarena, the next to hit, takes ball one. Machado off of first with two away. Arozarena went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 and 2 is the count.
Next pitch misses outside, and the count's even at 2. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. New inning getting started. Here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Gilbert back to work. Ball one there.
No strikes.
A little bit low. 2-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 2-1. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Wilyer Abreu, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. High fly ball down the left field line. Duran settles under this one. He's got it, and there's one down. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable.
The catcher, Blake Sable.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1-0.
Man at first, one away. That's in there, and the count is 1-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Kicks and fires. That one fouled off. 2-2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Machado over to second, double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the DH, Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off. Arozarena launched a homer in his most recent game. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. Fastball is outside. That one misses. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, nobody out. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2-0.
Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, no outs. Here's Dylan Moore.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Abreu makes the play. 1 away.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played that field, getting to play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
That one way outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Line drive. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-zip.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Raleigh on second. Crawford at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for the Mariners, Alec Burleson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out there to center. Rafaela on the move. Got it. Nice grab. And that will end the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, Roman Anthony. Anthony hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Fastball for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
That one misses. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it, and there's one down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Anthony around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
On the ground to Devers. And he takes it himself for the out. And here is Christian Campbell. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Campbell.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs and a runner at third here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's the ball.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's 0 for 1.
Jose Altuve.
And that one clips the corner.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Two on, 2 outs. Chopped on the ground. Tosses to first, and they get Altuve for the out. They limit the damage here. As we go to the last of the third. And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly.
The first baseman, Rafael Devers.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
Next offering is down low.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Squirts away a little bit. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Now batting the designated
Now it's
hitter,
Randy Arozarena. The walk and a run scored his first time. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0. Outside with a breaking ball. Swinging a drive, deep right field, back there. That one is gone. Randy Arozarena blasts one out. His 18th home run of the season. It's 5-1. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And now, Dylan Moore misses off the plate. Ball one. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. RBI single his last time up. That's in there. Line drive. And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. 1 run across. In there. He's safe. It's 7-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Ripped that one down the line.
On the mound now, Cutter Crawford.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now batting Jarren Duran. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And another ball. And that's outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the 4th. And now it's Alex Bregman.
clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Fair ball.
Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
Sable batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Abreu stands at first with 1 out. Up and in, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
This one in the dirt. Two outs. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And we're back. Down to number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
That missed by a lot. 1-0. There's a strike. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
This to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
The center fielder, number
and now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
just
that missed. That's
outside.
a ball.
And the count is 1-2. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, safe. And here is Devers, 1 for 2.
The first baseman, number 12, Rafael Devers.
And first offering is fouled off. Pickoff throw. Rodriguez dives back in safely. The M's up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Runner at second here. 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Machado.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Ready now for the 5th inning. Still stepping in for Boston. Blaze Jordan.
Blaze Jordan.
Gilbert back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Your Story now. Out to short, Crawford. Whips it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. On the ground, right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Randy Arozarena.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Now back.
And now for Seattle. Cal Raleigh. A walk, and he's also singled. And that's way high. And it's 1-0.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, left field, Abreu makes the catch for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. He's 0 for 1.
Moore.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back in Seattle, and stepping in is the speedy Christian Campbell. Campbell goes 6 feet 3 inches, 22 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2023.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball
1, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here now the Red Sox DH, Jose Altuve. He's grounded out a couple of times. That misses, and that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just missed.
That's outside. Ball.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Bregman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in, 2 away. So up next, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Rodriguez sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
That's a foul.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Now batting,
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Jarren Duran. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. One down, base is empty. Check swing, called strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting, the
And
right
up next for Seattle, Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
And ball one to the right fielder. 2 outs, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Hit in the air out to center field. Rafaela. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Into second easily with a leadoff double.
The right fielder, number 48, Roman.
So man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. He is struck out and he is walked. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Duran snags it on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Jordan batting with 1 down takes a strike. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Story at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
No balls. 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Tap foul at the plate.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Outside low. It's 2-2. Struck him out looking.
Now pitching for the Red
We're
Sox.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Slayton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And a foul ball. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
1-2.
And there's a ball. Ground ball left side. And it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit,
number
but he got
12,
enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Rafael Devers up to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
Check swing, called strike. And Devers hits that one. Anthony makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Manny Machado now.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. The tag, and he's safe. It's 8-1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Rosarena now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That one misses,
that's the ball.
and it's 1-1. This one popped up. Story makes the grab, 2 down. Cal Raleigh
Now
up next for the Mariners.
Cal
This guy, one of the best
Raleigh.
defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, no
And
strikes.
as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one
That's
off
the
the
ball.
mark. 2-1.
2-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He can live up in the
2-2 is the count.
zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
47.
Matt Brash.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The center
Back to the
fielder,
top of the
number
order.
3,
Now
Cedar
here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedar Rafaela. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell.
Now that second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And it's caught for the out. And here is Jose Altuve.
Now
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about
Altuve.
10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's Alex Bregman. He's been a great free agent sign. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. That one finds the zone, and 1-1.
1-1.
Bregman takes downstairs. And now it's even up. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Duran ranging back, way back there, and gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 8-3. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu, 1 for 3. In the air out towards right center. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
Boston.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
22.
bottom of the 8th. Garrett Whitlock.
Well, they need
Whitlock.
someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Dylan Moore
Leading
digs
up
in
for
now.
the Mariners, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
And first offering is fouled off. They tried to get him to
1-1.
chase on a slider down and away. Line drive caught.
Man, he really turned on
The
that
batter,
one.
number
Absolutely
3.
ripped it towards
Shortstop,
third. But
JP.
quick cat-like reflexes down
Crawford.
there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Crawford now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing
0 balls,
there.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. To the right side, Campbell. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there,
Now
and
back.
produced exactly what he was looking for.
Aaron.
Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Aaron.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a
Up
really
next,
nice
to the
approach to shoot
Mariners,
that line drive
the
to the
right
opposite
fielder,
field.
Alex.
There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mariners.
back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's
Number
a new pitcher on the
46.
mound. Trent Thornton.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this
Okay.
season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Here's the catcher to
Leading
hit,
off for the
Blake
Red Sox,
Sable.
The catcher, Blake Sable.
That one pushed foul. And misses
That's it, ball.
inside. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that'll
Now
make you
batting,
feel good
the
as a
right
hitter
fielder,
right there. A
Roman
well-deserved double on a great
Anthony.
swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now here is Roman Anthony. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. The 0-1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Caught him looking for the K. Now here
The
is
first baseman,
Blaze
number
Jordan.
21,
0 for 3 in this one.
Jordan.
And that drops in for a strike. That one not
1-1.
close. And now it's even 1-1. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper. 1 out and a runner at
1-2.
second. Here at the top of the 9th. Got him looking for the K. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox.
Now
Here's
batting,
Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
First pitch
Nope,
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1-0.
And there's a
Alright.
strike.
Ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Pitch misses there. 3-1 now.
This doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
They're down to their final strike.
You got a full count.
The Red Sox down to their final strike. That's
Ball
a good
forward.
at bat
Take your
right
base.
there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, 2 outs. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mariners take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.